We've all been there before. It's late, the office is quiet, and the data just keeps piling up. You spend hours hunting for a single discrepancy, one tiny difference between what you planned to spend and what actually left the bank account, buried somewhere in two massive spreadsheets. Most AI tools can give you advice on how to find that error, but they can't actually go into the file and find it for you. This means that even after getting a smart answer, you're still stuck doing all the manual labor yourself. What if you had a tool that didn't just tell you how to do the work, but actually stepped in to handle the sorting, matching, and formatting for you? That's the idea behind Claude Cowork. It isn't a website you visit to ask questions. It's a digital analyst that lives right on your computer. Instead of just chatting, you hand this tool your raw files and a set of instructions. It reads the data, performs the task, and hands you back a finished document. Think of it like a junior team member. You don't need to know how to code to use it. You just need to know how to explain what you need done. When you stop looking at AI as a search engine and start treating it as an assistant, you can finally move those long hours of data entry off your plate and back into your day. Setting this up is a simple, one-time process. You start by downloading the application to your desktop. To keep your information safe, you choose one specific folder for the tool to use. This creates a secure boundary around your files. The tool stays inside that folder. It cannot see, read, or change anything else on your hard drive. You also set standing instructions. These are permanent rules you want your digital hire to follow. Always save new work as a separate file, so your originals stay exactly as they are. This setup gives you total control over your data, ensuring everything is locked down and secure before the work begins. To get the best results, you use a simple framework called Craft. It's a checklist that ensures your instructions are clear and easy for the tool to follow. First, you provide context, telling the tool what the files are. Then you define the result, like asking for a new spreadsheet named March Reconciliation. Next, you give it the action, like match these two lists by invoice number, and the format, where you might ask it to highlight any matching rows in green. Finally, you set a threshold. This tells the tool when to stop and alert you, for example, if a price difference is larger than a certain dollar amount. Once the brief is ready, you can step away. The tool works on its own to clean data and find the matches you're looking for. It does all of this in a protected space on your machine. Your original source files are never changed or deleted. The tool simply creates a new version with the finished work. By being specific with the Craft framework, you avoid errors and get the exact file you need the first time you ask. A few minutes later, you check your folder. You'll find a brand new, completed file ready for your review. As this diagram shows, the tool has done the heavy lifting. Thousands of matching entries are sorted and shaded in green, while discrepancies are isolated in red. This lets you skip the tedious search and go straight to the items needing your judgment. A task that used to take 3 or 4 hours of manual checking is now finished in just a few minutes. The mechanical work is done. Now you can spend your time figuring out why those few red rows didn't match, rather than spending all day finding them. Think about your current workday. Most time is swallowed by mechanical tasks, matching numbers, fixing formats. But delegate that to a digital analyst, and ratios change. You spend minimal time reviewing, leaving the rest of your day for high-level strategy and insights that drive growth. Using a tool to handle the repetitive parts of the job doesn't replace you. It actually moves you into a more senior role, where you're using your expertise instead of your patience. Stop spending your evenings manually matching spreadsheets. Hand the brief to your new digital teammate and focus on the work that actually needs a human touch. When you let the machine handle the mechanics, you give yourself the space to be the expert you were trained to be.